Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Proja and this is the last episode of how to start a YouTube gaming channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be covering some tips, tricks and words of advice that I want to give you in order for you to grow a successful channel. If you haven't seen my last few vids, I talk about YouTube before you even start, the equipment you need, so a paid version, and how to start a channel with all the pizzazz like 1080p gaming and commentaries for free. Links for that are in the description. So first thing I want to cover is the whole channel format and style. Now you want to be able to establish a format where people can be able to recognize you through your content. For me, I use banners and watermarks, as you can see on screen now. They help me cover my points visually and verbally. People will recognize when you copy other content creators, and with that said, you should make a logo or something similar, as well as nice channel art. This is actually surprisingly more important than you think. It adds professionalism to your videos, and I'll be honest, when I started, my channel was pretty shitty, but look at it now. I mean seriously, have a look at the big YouTube names, and you'll see that channel art and a good logo is extremely important. And then with that comes an intro. Now this is extremely optional, but it does add some consistency to your videos. For example, my intro is less than 5 seconds long, but I've had one which was about 15 seconds long. That was a terrible idea, don't do that. And I put an intro in my videos because it's sort of what people have come to expect, and helps strengthen my brand image. That said, some people don't have one, and YouTubers like Vanos don't include one. For what I can only imagine to be is because they want to get the audience straight into the video, so they don't actually have to sit around, which doesn't give them time to click off, they get bored. So quick rule of thumb and summary for this: don't copy other people's style, it gets you nowhere. Create good channel art and a logo. And lastly, an intro depends on you. You don't have to go for one, but if it's short and snappy, then by all means go for it. I just want to quickly make a statement and say that people do have the attention spans of a goldfish, so make sure you get to the point straight away when you're going through your commentaries. Now my next point is social media. Now besides having a YouTube channel, I also use Twitter, and it's a good way of getting your more hardcore subs and viewers together, and also makes it a lot easier to talk to others. Now you can also tweet new videos when they're published and make important updates. If something's wrong with my channel, like I missed an upload or something like that, people will know to check Twitter to see if anything is up. Now you can also have a Facebook page, but at the moment, to be perfectly honest, I don't really see the point in it. It just distracts from the main aim of the channel. Some people may want one, but others may not. But it depends on your content. At the moment, I don't see a point, so I don't plan on going into journalism. And now we're moving on to interacting with fans. Now this one's really important, and I view this one pretty highly. And I'm not going to go into all of the stories about this, but acknowledging subs and responding to them is super important. Don't spam, but don't think you're any better than them, and at the end of the day, we're all human, so unless you're some sort of arrogant cockhead, no one's better than the other. So make fans a big part of your channel, and as I've already said in episode 1, value their opinion, and if they give you good criticism, take that on board. For example, on my build videos, I was told that adding benchmarks really would help. They'd add a lot more to the content. It does take on average another hour or two to make the video, but it adds a lot more to the content, and I couldn't be happier with them. And with that said, not everyone will like you. You have to accept that, and if you can't, then this probably isn't for you. And I'm not saying ignore criticism, but if the comment is complete bullshit or just trolly, don't feed them. And then really, if they're really nasty or proper bad, then you can block them. That said, people have a right to be heard, and there's such a thing as freedom of speech. Pretty sure you all know of it. Heck, I even have people subscribe to me just so that they can actively dislike my videos. Does it piss me off? Nope. Do I give a f? Nope. You see, you're not making videos for them. As for when you actually start making videos, don't immediately partner with a network. This isn't a money game, and you should be more focused on creating quality content and not worrying about YouTube money. I think I partnered back in August with just under 900 subs, but this does help if you're funding equipment, like the Blue Yeti I'm using now. Now I won't go over networks in too much detail, but there are two types, managed or affiliated. I wouldn't worry about this too much, since most channels are going to be affiliated, and networks can help promote your channel and give you support or advice. You should look into getting a high revenue split with a contract where you can leave at any time, and if you're looking, it's best to go with well-known networks, since a lot of them are scams, and from research and experience I found that Curse, Fullscreen and TGN are really good. I can only really vouch for Curse though, and the people there are absolute legends and have great support. Now ones I don't like and wouldn't ever consider are Vector Gaming, whose customer support when trying to initially join the first place was god awful and never even got a reply, Machinima, who are just parasites, and Freedom, which I'm pretty sure is a scam. Plus the whole scheme of shares and is just complete bull from a person who actually understands somewhat more than the average Joe. And this is actually a really interesting point, you should listen to this one specifically. And that's, I found that networks don't actually give you exclusive rights to monetize gameplay footage, like Call of Duty, Battlefield and the rest. I'm sure it helps, and if you ever get into trouble, they'll be there to support you, but there's a big misconception with that. What they do is they give you some security and support if you have any questions about, well, YouTube, like copyright, and of course they monetize your content as well. They take a split off the revenue after YouTube has already taken their 45%, but if you're running a gaming channel, which this video is targeting, again, I'd always be parted before I monetize to avoid any headaches. Now with most networks, they often offer features like improved analytics and earnings, access to music like audio micro and epidemic sound, and more. It also makes collabs a lot easier since they do have forums, and if you do collabs, make sure you're exposing other people's audiences to ones that are similar to yours. Otherwise, why should somebody subscribe to your friend's tech channel if they care about Call of Duty? See where I'm going with this? These things that I've listed are uncursed, and so your mileage may vary, but I'm extremely happy with this network, and so if you pass the minimum application requirements, which I definitely recommend you should wait until you partner with them, and you're looking for a network, this is a great choice. Now some of the next tips are things I don't fantasize or ponder about making videos for too long. Just get off your ass and do it. What's that? Your videos are crap? Well, make more, you'll get better. To get good at YouTube and grow, it's like a go hard or go home situation. Nowadays, it's getting increasingly more difficult to get noticed, so do your best to stand out. Yet in gaming, your chances of going viral are next to nothing, so don't expect anything from that. And don't give up if you're not getting many subs. For me, I'm on 2,400 subs, but I've always been happy with any number we've achieved. I've been doing this for over a year and I'm extremely happy. Subs are just a number, and just because you have less than someone with 1 million, it doesn't mean their content is automatically better. Focus on putting out good content and people will naturally subscribe. Another one is that you should make videos that people actually want to watch. If you're just doing Call of Duty, which is fine and all, but then what happens when that franchise dies? Your channel will be irrelevant, and people on the other hand, if you post indie games or Minecraft, people won't find you because it's either extremely saturated or there's not enough awareness on the game. Make videos that people are actually interested in, like tutorials or funny videos or whatever you want to, and then reel them in by giving them some personal videos that are more about you rather than the game itself, like Let's Plays. Another point is that you want to make sure that all assets aren't copyrighted, so you don't use cutscenes, copyrighted music, or videos which you don't have the rights to use, and so often you're met with content ID. Often they're completely bullshit. It's a nice way of YouTube saying, we're doing this to cover our asses, and they're claiming to tell you to go f yourself. Just avoid it, else you'll have a strike on your channel and lose the ability to partner and monetize your videos, which sucks. And make thumbnails that are clear and not misleading, along with the title. Everyone hates clickbait videos with half-naked chicks on there, and it's just stupid. You're basically asking to get hate. It's like leaving a door unlocked with a sign that says, please take whatever you want. Make yourself at home for passers-by. And for the description, you should do a quick line summary or a small paragraph of what's in the video, and relevant things for things such as timecodes, social media, etc. And make your tags relevant. I see this so often, it's really annoying. Just make them relevant to the actual video. Anyway guys, you've been watching the last episode of how to start and grow a YouTube channel. Sad, isn't it? Well, I hope you have enjoyed. Relevant links are in the description, and subscribe to stay up to date with my new content. As well as like the video if you found it helpful.
Psst. Next week's video is going to be a build guide followed by an editing series.
Anyway, thanks for watching guys, later.